Welcome everybody to the Kalispell Warhawk Dynasty as the season continues in week 13 from snow-covered Kalispell. The Warhawks at 10-0 take on the Utah State Aggies, hoping to continue their undefeated run. Kalispell has earned a spot in the Mountain West Conference Championship, and they enter now the number 3 ranked team in the country. And we all want to see just how far this team can go. Let's get underway here in week 13. The Warhawks will be on defense first as Jeff Childs sends us off. Cutting through the snow, Thomas will take this kick from 1 yard deep up the left hash and taken down near the 23-yard line. It's been a down year for the Aggies, who are 4-6 with an offense not even in the top 100 in scoring this season. And it's going to take a lot to keep up with Kalispell's offense, as the first play for the Aggies is a short throw to Patrick Bell for no gain. To make things even more difficult, their top running back Aaron Johnson is out with an injury, meaning Daryl Rucker is in his place as he picks up 10 here for the first down. Weisbecker the motion man, Rucker off tackle, and chased down by number 54 Alex Hardy following a short pickup. Third down against Kalispell is no easy task as Carter gets some room up the middle in the first down. 15 yards on the run, and you got to give credit here to Reggie Weisbecker, the fullback, who cleared open that hole. First and 10 in Warhawk territory. Toss left for Rucker, and he is chased down immediately by Evans as Owens cleans up the tackle. Second and long for Dale Williams, who has 10 touchdown passes on the season. Outside here for Doyle, who's brought down by Malcolm Tyson at the 40. Not quite in field goal range here. It's 3rd and 6 with 3 receivers for Williams. He throws across the middle, incomplete for Jensen. Well defended by Jameel Butler. The Warhawk offense takes over, and today starting at quarterback is number 3, Brandon Warren, who did not play much in last week's victory, but he opens here with a handoff for Thomas as he gets chased down. The run game could be a larger part of the offense given the conditions today, as Warren's first throw is up the seam to Hayden John Charles for a gain of 21. John Charles now over 650 receiving yards this year. A quick pass now on the mid-screen as Amonte Jones slips a tackle, and he gets 7. Third and short here for Kalispell with 2 tight ends in the formation. Up the middle, Thomas cuts it back to the right side and gets tripped up following a gain of 10. We've seen the quarterback situation progress throughout this year, but Warren has had more touchdowns and a higher rate of completion than Justin Colbert, as he drops this off for John Charles, who gets 6, and Hayden now appears to be shaken up, and that could be a huge blow to this offense. Third down and 9 against the blitz. Warren with time throws a dart to the outside, connecting with Carl Joyce, who averages over 17 yards a reception and had a big day a week ago. Looks like John Charles is okay, just some minor back spasms. He will return soon as Lee gets 2 on the ground. Here in the red zone, Warren again facing the blitz, gets it away, but through the hands of Troy Lee, it's incomplete. Third down. 4 receivers in the game for Kalispell, just 3 on the rush for the Aggies as Warren evades the pressure and throws incomplete for Mike Harris. Warren not able to make anything happen as Kalispell will kick. 3-0 Warhawks now in the first quarter after a long possession by the Kalispell Warhawks. Williams here takes off on second down and gets to the outside thanks to a key block from his tight end that springs him for 16 yards. Utah State once again approaching midfield. From the eye, they'll run it off tackle. Rucker tripped up. He goes down after a gain of 1. The tackling has been so much better this season. It's made a huge difference. Third down, Williams going down. He's sacked. Ending this Utah State possession is Mario Townsend. Warhawk football again as this first quarter winds down. Sweep left off tackle. This is Thomas with a head of steam. Across the 30, breaks a tackle and gets 22 yards on the carry. Trying to get into Utah State territory now, a 3rd and 7 for Warren. Again, just 3 on the rush. Warren evades the rush somehow and picks up the first. I'm not sure how he avoided that first defender, but that great play extends the drive. Now with split backs next to Warren. Running option, the flip to Lee as he cuts it up into the open field to the 20. Troy Lee for the touchdown. What a perfect play by Kalispell as they make their running game look like a work of art on this play. Perfect blocking by Amonte Jones and Bo Lee. Kalispell jumps ahead 10-0 here in the first half. Utah State has some work to do. They'll try to get it here on the ground as Rucker picks up 8. 3rd and short. Against the stacked box, Rucker gets a lane, cuts back, and picks up the first down, this time for 13 yards. The run game is going to be basically how both teams try to run their offenses today, as Williams tries to get outside the pocket and goes down again. It's Boogie Turner with his 6th sack of the season. 3rd and 9 for Dale Williams. 8 in coverage for Kalispell as this catch will not get the job done. But in this area, most teams will go for it. Utah State no exception. Weisbecker in motion. Rucker slips a tackle. He falls ahead, but does not get the first. Kalispell holds strong. It took 3 defenders, no, make that 4 defenders to make sure it didn't happen, but the job got done. Warren takes over under center, and it's 1st and 10 Kalispell. A little check down now as Kyle Thomas will make a 6-yard catch. Warren with 17 touchdown passes on the season, 9 interceptions, and a quick throw through the hands of Carl Joyce. Some of those catches might be tougher to make here in the snow. 3rd down this time for Warren. Pressure's right in his face, but he gets this off. Headed deep to the end zone, and it's caught! Carl Joyce with the spinning catch, more than making up for the drop on the previous play. That helps his average climb even closer to 20 yards. And the fact that Warren got the ball there at all was equally as impressive as the catch. 17-0, it's been all Kalispell here in this first half, protecting their home field. And Williams' throw to the outside is incomplete for Jensen. He was covered by James Hampton, who has 6 interceptions on the year. Williams 3rd down. On the catch, it's Jensen, but he's laid out by Anthony Owens immediately. And the Warhawks force 4th down. 3:37 to play in the first half. Kalispell hoping to get some more points as Thomas weaves his way through the middle and gets 9 more. Everything happening in big chunks for this Warhawk offense. Warren back to the air, and across the middle the catch is made. That's Reggie Jackson, the 2nd tight end. From the eye now, Hayden John Charles on the right of the formation. McKinley bouncing off tackle. This goes for 8. The Warhawks already have over 100 rushing yards as a team. Fullback dive now, and the first down is picked up by Bo Lee, getting 8 more. 2 tight ends in the game for Kalispell as they approach the red zone. Warren has time, still works outside the pocket, firing downfield and incomplete for Amonte Jones, who got sandwiched. 3rd and 10 now for Kalispell as they spread out the defense. Warren again working left, trying to direct traffic, and dumps it off for Hayden John Charles. 1st down Kalispell. Brandon Warren continues to help make these great plays. Now it's goal to go. They fake it to Thomas and bust out a screen. Hayden John Charles for the touchdown. Utah State had no clue what Kalispell was up to. You had players biting on play action when there's a screen the other way. Kalispell is methodically controlling this game, and it's 24-0. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Utah State trying to get on the board as they get 7. They will not have the football coming out of halftime either, so this is a very critical drive. 3rd and 3, there's a screen, and Rucker has some space. Picks up a key block near the 40 and gets 15 yards on the catch and run. Clock down to 67 seconds now, roughly. It's Dale Williams escaping the pocket. He does break a tackle. Fighting through another and taken down by Boogie Turner, but Williams does get the first down. 3-man front here for Kalispell. They send 4. Williams again pressured. Another play by Boogie Turner as he's having one of his better games in a long time. Aggies still outside field goal range on 2nd down. Williams, under heavy pressure, gets this away, and it's caught. I thought he threw that away. It's ruled incomplete, but they're going to review it just to be sure. Otherwise, it would be 3rd down for Utah State. And it sure looks like the receiver came down with a foot out of bounds. And the play is still reversed. So I'm not sure what the officials saw on that play, but it moves the chains. Dale Williams hit again, he's sacked. And that's Chris Harrison now with his team leading 8th on the season. One timeout left, it's 3rd and 6. Williams now has some time, airs it out, incomplete. And that'll send out the field goal team, trying to break up the shutout. From right hash, kick on the way. Pushed wide left, it's no good, and Kalispell will have 8 seconds. What can they possibly do here? Warren goes empty on 1st down, and he throws a pick. He threw it right into coverage for Hayden John Charles, and Utah State gets it back with 4 seconds. They're going to try this again from longer range. And this one's pushed wide right. No good, and we go to halftime. Kalispell leads 24-0. I've never seen a team miss 2 field goals in 3 plays. That was something else. Great to be with all of you here today with some more Kalispell Warhawk football. It's been pretty lopsided so far for the home team as Kalispell hopes to build upon a 24-0 first half. With possession, they will run on 1st down, and a face mask will get them a 15-yard gain. Here they go empty again. 4 receivers plus John Charles as Warren heads deep up the sideline, and it's intercepted. That's the 2nd pick for Warren if it stands. And this looked like another very close play. And that also looks to be out of bounds and incomplete, but there has been no official review. That's 2 calls now that have gone against Kalispell as Daniel Waters makes an outstanding grab. That one appeared to actually be in bounds. Williams trying to run again. He gets sacked again instead. 2 on the day for Mario Townsend. Always great to see that pass rush heat up for Kalispell. 3rd and 18, now it's a screen. And Hayes there to bring Rucker out of bounds, escorting him to the bench where they will then punt. Okay, let's hope for no more weird sideline calls or interceptions from Warren. For now, it's a run. Thomas all the way outside into Aggie territory. This is a 23-yard run. High formation now, and here's McKinley left side. Trying to bounce it, he'll get the 1st down as well. This time it's 11. They're making this look way too easy. Hand off McKinley, it's a flea flicker. Warren lets it go, looking for Jones, and it's incomplete. Maybe that should be attempted for Carl Joyce instead. 3rd down now for Warren. Again, they spread the field. Well, they've made some mistakes today. Warren now checks it down, and Thomas falls ahead to move the chains. Good check down as the drive continues. Here's Warren from the shotgun. Pressure getting there, and the pass is away, connecting with John Charles. Gain of 10 and goal to go. Here's that empty look again for Kalispell, as Warren will keep it. Up the left side, he gets 3 yards. 3rd and goal for the Warhawks. Again, they spread out the defense. Warren to the air, on target for the touchdown. It's Mike Harris. And Kalispell now leads 31-0. 3 touchdown passes for Warren, now with 20 on the season to go with his 3 rushing scores. He's had quite the season as a true freshman. And the long day for Utah State continues as they have been shut out to this point. Nice catch though by Jesse Doyle at the sideline. It is inbounds. Into Warhawk territory in a hurry. Williams pressured again and sacked. Back in Aggie territory. This time it's Anthony Owens. That's now 4 different players who have sacked Dale Williams in the game. 3rd and 13 delivering a screen and getting some incredible blocks in the secondary. It's a long catch and run of 33 for Daryl Rucker, and it's now the best scoring threat Utah State has had. Rucker carries again, but now gets dragged down quickly, and that's Harrison. 3rd down, Kalispell keeping their safeties deep. Williams throws it short. Rutledge fighting for the 1st. And it's goal to go for the 1st time for the Aggies. With 34 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, Carter on the give, finds a lane but can't get to the goal line. 7-yard gain. Now it's 3rd down. From the eye, Williams to Rucker. Met, and he won't get there. Driven back a couple yards. It's 4th down. Utah State's going for it. Here's Kalispell's chance to preserve the shutout. Williams to his right, now fires and wide open, Jesse Doyle. Kalispell lost track of him, and the Aggies break the shutout at last. In Kalispell's history, they have never shut out an opposing team, and that streak is going to continue. 31-7, and the backups have entered for the Warhawks. This is Dustin Payment to Marty Belafonte for a few yards. Good chance now for some new players to get some snaps as Payment goes down with everyone covered downfield. With the second string defense in the game, will that allow Utah State to move the ball more effectively? Here is Doyle again making the catch. He's been busy as he gets 4 more. Third down and short. It's a run for Rucker all the way outside, and Baker whiffs. Rucker goes out of bounds with the first down yardage. 4 and change to play. Dale Williams. Wide open, it's Rutledge, and the Aggies are back inside the red zone. But the seconds continue to come off the clock as Kalispell gets closer to an 11th victory. Rumbling through the middle, it's the fullback, Reggie Weisbecker, all the way to the 1. First down and goal now, Utah State. It's Rucker up the middle for the touchdown, and it's now 31-13. They'll attempt to go for 2 and make this a 2-score game. Williams to pass. Out quickly, it's caught. 31-15. Do we have a game here? Onside kick recovered by Carl Joyce. And Kalispell will take over with about 3.5 minutes to go in this ball game. And they'll keep the backups in there as well. Dustin Payment, the quarterback. Here comes Joyce. Now a jet sweep to the speedy receiver as Joyce gets around 8 yards. Belafonte once again the back to the right of Dustin Payment. He has some time and dumps it off. Caught by Belafonte to move the chains. When he gets his chance eventually for a larger role, I'm excited about what Marty Belafonte brings to the table. Now he runs up the middle on 3rd and 6, getting 14 yards and extending this drive. 1st and 10. Looks like it's option. Pitch to Belafonte. Brings it outside. He's got 6. Touchdown, Marty Belafonte. I definitely overlooked him coming into this year and the impact that he could have, even as a role player and special teams returner. 38-15 as we continue to get closer to the end of this one. And Utah State appears to be getting in range for more points, caught here by Kenneth Jensen, who's a bit shaken up. 1st and 10 with 2 safeties back deep for Kalispell. Williams floats this pass and finds Rutledge. It will get back into field goal range to try and get this game a little closer. 1st down and 10 with 90 seconds to play. Williams headed to the end zone, and it's picked off by Jameel Butler. No kneel, he'll take it out. Butler to the 20 and out of bounds at the Kalispell bench. This one's about done. Dustin Payment in the victory formation takes a knee, and this game is over. Kalispell officially 11-0 with 1 game to go in the regular season. Brandon Warren is your player of the game with his 3 touchdowns in the air. He had some spectacular play today, even though he didn't have to do a whole lot. They got their big plays and created that large lead and never looked back. And despite the interceptions, I thought it was a great day for Brandon Warren. That first interception, that was a wrong button situation, but the second one was obviously a terrible call on the field. Anyway, Kalispell cruises to a win, and we're going to move forward. Brandon Warren will be starting at quarterback until further notice. I know many of you wanted that to be the way for a while now, but I do think that Justin Colbert brings a lot to the table, but definitely we're more explosive and have more potential when Warren is playing at a high level. We're now 11-0. We're going to the conference championship, of course, and we're going to meet Hawaii, which creates such an interesting dilemma now. Not necessarily a dilemma, but it's a situation. We're about to face Hawaii for the next 2 weeks. We hope to stay at least number 3 going into the conference championship game, and it's still possible that Kalispell could be playing for the national championship. However, that requires us to get into the top 2 seeds to end the season. Even if we don't end up there, it's still been one incredible season. And this matchup against Hawaii is one I'm excited for, and it's one we're about to watch for the next 2 episodes. We are facing Hawaii, whose offense has actually been comparable to ours in terms of yards and points. The greatest disconnect in this matchup comes with defense, where we have a tremendous edge. This is probably one of the better offenses we'll have seen all season, and we'll see if this ends up being similar to the Colorado State game, where both offenses did pretty well, and it was a game that went down to the wire. The good news for Hawaii is that Hunter Clayton, who suffered a broken hand early in this season, is probable to play here in this final game of the regular season. He's only played in 1 game this year, and as a redshirt senior, he should play in both games against the Kalispell Warhawks. And of course, Kalispell is his hometown. As far as recruiting this week, we have no new commits, but other players chose different schools. Isaac Fuqua, a fullback from Kodiak, Alaska, is headed to the Oregon State Beavers. I wasn't too aggressive in this battle. Next up, Stephen Bailey chose Penn State this week. I was hoping we'd win this battle, but again, I wasn't all that aggressive, and Penn State ended up getting this battle done a lot earlier than I had expected. They had a big week. Guard Mark Thomas chose Oregon, but we already had a pretty good offensive line class, so I wasn't worried about it. What's exciting though about this week is the fact that JAMEY Alexander and Joaquin Ferreira are still on the board. I've been trying to drag these out to the offseason, and JAMEY Alexander is about to visit LSU, so that might be the end of that battle, but not necessarily. Then for Joaquin Ferreira, he does visit Stanford, but this battle has been much closer. I expect this one especially to go to the offseason, where then we'd have the chance to get very aggressive for one of the top prospects in the nation. Joaquin Ferreira would be an absolute game changer on defense, and the most exciting linebacker maybe since Marcus Calhoun. And with that, this episode is complete. Thank you all for watching and supporting the Kalispell Warhawk Dynasty. Please leave your thoughts on the episode down in the comment section. If you're enjoying the series, please smash that like button, that's very helpful, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell for notifications when I post new content, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.